On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to talk about leveraging experience and reality. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Have you ever worked at a location that has that guy or that girl, the tribe knowledge, the person that knows everything or the people that know everything? They're the go-to people. That's exactly what we're talking about today, is going to be going through with reality and experience and just going into a tribe knowledge mindset. So what you're going to be thinking about with this is the things that you can do to go into your facility and make sure that you make the best of that knowledge. So the very first thing we want to talk about is going to be having continuous training. That's going to be making sure that people know exactly where to find the information. If you go through and do standard operating procedures, from A to Z of a certain area, workstation, task, you're going to be able to not necessarily completely repeat what the people know, but you'll be able to do it close enough that if you follow directions step by step, assuming the directions have been created properly, you should be able to go through and figure out how to do that job correctly. If you're lucky enough to also have the people that helped write these standard operating procedures, then you're going to be able to learn, at an exponential rate. But that's going to be the first thing, is continuous training of whatever it is that you are trying to teach. The next thing is going to be making sure that you encourage hazard reporting. And reporting in general. This isn't just a reality or an experience type thing. This is for everything in a facility. If you see something, make sure that you say something. Some of the things that happen at a facility can be avoided by just someone having said something. It could be a slick floor. It could be a door that's not operating correctly. It could be a vehicle that's not running correctly, a sound that's coming from a machine. You name it. If you go through and report it before it's an issue, you'll be amazed at the issues that you can kind of nip in the bud before there's an issue. Now, the third thing is going to be regular equipment checks and really checks of the facility in general. Going through and looking and trying to find ways to find those issues before they happen, to check out anything that you can that could possibly happen. The third thing is going to be implementing a mentorship program. And that is going to kind of go back to what I was talking about, the first one with the standard operating procedures. Make sure that the new people that come into your organization are paired together with the tribe knowledge people, the people that had that experience, the people that, kind of have been there, done that, and know exactly what's going on. It may even be a situation where you haven't written down the things that you just know that that's how you do it. Make sure that you get that stuff down. Think about a recipe book that your grandmother or an aunt, may have. They got this, amazing food that they bring to every get together. And people are always saying, "Oh, you got to write that down. You got to write that down." And if they don't, and they pass, that recipe's lost forever. The same thing with this knowledge at your facility. Make sure that you pair people with the experienced mentors, and that they are learning and documenting for the people that come after. And then, last but not least, review and learn from the past. That is when there is an issue, when something slips by you or just happens, that you examine it and figure out what may have been the situations that led up to it, and how can you prevent it from ever happening in the future, and what do you do if it happens in the future, so that you're more prepared than you would be as if it happened and you had no idea what to do. So those 5 things are by no means the end-all be-all list, and we say this every time. I'll tell you again, this is just suggestions. Please follow the guidelines of your specific facility, but if your facility does not have these enacted, enact them. Go to management, go to maintenance, go to safety teams, or whoever that you need to go to, and let them know why you want to implement this and the reasons, because productivity, profitability, and just overall, rapport inside of your facility could depend on it, because when things are down, it causes a trickle, that and a ripple that just affects everything. It affects the cost. It affects your, just everything. So implement these things, and you're going to be well on your way to not only being safe, but being as productive as possible. And that's exactly where we want you to be. So thank you very much for being part of another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. We appreciate it. Go out there, have a great day, stay safe. And here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.